is that good? Oh, I'm wearing the same shirt as the other day. That's okay. I'll get away with it. I probably won't get away with wearing the same shirt twice in a row. But it might make you feel better if I say that I literally wore this only for the stream and then took it off, and I'm doing the same again today. I don't know. Anyway, hello to anyone that is now here. This is a sort of unplanned surprise stream because it's like 10 in the morning and I have things that I want to do this morning, which is build this. Yeah, there we go. This is like the stomach / ab / like crotchy piece of my SPI armor. So I've this morning already cut out and traced around all my templates on my EVA foam. This is a slightly thicker. This one is a slightly thicker foam because I wanted this to be like the sturdiest bit. The rest of the foam I'll be using today is 7mm, whereas this is 10mm. So that's where we're at. That's the plan. If we don't have anyone here, then oh well, I guess it'll just go on YouTube. I just still really want to sort of document some of my build process, if not most of my build process, just because people always ask. Yeah, so I'll be a little sad if this is a very lonely stream, but that's totally okay because it's gonna go up permanently elsewhere. So I'm gonna get started, and the first thing I want to do, I think, is probably this piece, which this bit sits in. So we'll see how we go. I don't know what I've done with all my stuff. Hello. The other thing I can say is if you're in the Discord, you'll notice I don't play music on my streams, but if you are in my Discord and you're watching this live, you can actually listen along on Spotify with me, or feel free to put on your own music, all that stuff. And I apologize for the loud sharpening noises that my knife makes. And I'm also definitely getting sick. I just feel congestion building up, so that's a great start. Alright, what are we doing? So, how are we all, yeah, I don't know what Discord is, what my Discord link is, or where Nightbot has gone. I don't know how to get him back. We'll look into that after this one. I thought for sure he'd be back this time. How are we all doing? Have we all had good days? Have we all got much on today? Time zones are so bizarre. Thank you for subscribing. I actually might, after this, stream some Apex Legends. I've been playing with Camnus Prime, and yeah, I take it back. I was like not sold on Apex Legends before. I'm very much sold on it now, and I'm having a good time. So I might stream, depending on how my internet is, I might stream some games like following this. But I want to try and get productive stuff done first, so then I can have a nice relaxing day. Thank you so much for subscribing. Always with a smirk. Thank you very much. What were you playing on, like console or PC? I'm currently playing on Xbox One. There we go. I'm hitting puberty. The sickness is coming for me, and I haven't done anything wrong, so I'm feeling a little bit attacked. It's like the second time I've seen that. Thank you so much for cheering. I have never... I still don't really understand. I should say I never understood. But I kind of understand cheering, but I kind of also don't understand it. But thank you very much. I don't understand how Twitch as a platform works still, but we'll get there. Also, this is going to be my new layout, I think. I think we've got that locked down. But what I want to do in that, like, weird, like, just big black spot on the side there, I really want to get, like, photos of what I'm working on displayed there so everyone can see what the hell is happening. Chat isn't all the way on the screen. That would be because I changed the resolution. There we go. Welcome back, chat. Yeah, so I want to put in the space where Zaffy2 keeps cheering for me. I want to put behind that, like, progress pictures. Not progress pictures, like reference pictures of what I'm doing, so people that come in and out can see, like, visually what I'm working on. But I didn't have a photo on my laptop and I was impatient, so that's still yet to come. We are going to probably we want this big strip, but how do we want it? That side beveled out, this side beveled in, so it's around the wrong way. Trying to catch up. Yeah, I might have to re-welcome Nightbot to the channel. We gotta have them Bella pets back. Stand that up there. I'm really impatient for Anthem to come out. Really impatient. Thank you so much for following me. This time I really want to, it depends on how my internet connection is outside, but I really want to stream while I'm painting, just because I feel like that would be fun. But it's noisy and it's outside. So we'll see how we go. Pen. What have I done? Pen? Pen. I'm so sorry that I've thrown off your grocery shopping plans. That was not my intention. It literally, I had nothing to do this morning. And I just was ready to do some costume stuff. And I nearly didn't stream, but I was like, you know what, I really should stream. And the only reason I nearly didn't stream was literally because I was sitting out here already and my laptop was at the other end of the house and I was like, oh, do I really want to get up? So it all comes down to laziness. Alright, cool. That's sorted. This is mostly sorted. Let's turn the glue gun on. So that's going to go in there. It's going to wrap around that, like that. And then this magic piece here sort of just goes around this piece, like that. So while the glue gun heats up, what's sort of the next piece I can do? Probably this annoying center piece. Unless I do the bottom. Just to actually cut all my pieces out. I feel like this needs to, I don't know, it's difficult. So I'm working on this piece, which I really should like have displayed on screen. It is the like stump piece that goes just below the chest piece of my SPI armor, which is behind me there. Kind of a tiny little screen see in the corner. I definitely feel like I need to find some royalty-free music. I'm also spinning on a spinny stool, so like every time I push, I spin. It's really quite frustrating. Actually, we want this piece up here as well. It's sort of practicing and knowing the model. I generally know the model quite a bit before I build it because I spend a whole heap of time looking at 3D model, scaling it and all that sort of stuff. And then I actually physically make it, so I have something to reference what the angle should be already in 3D. So not only does this help me double check that I'm not going to waste foam because I'm scaling it, it also helps me with the assembly and knowing what angles to cut everything at. glue gun. More glue is generally useful. Thank you for following, Alex. I am doing not great stuff to this phone. Alright. So this probably isn't going to be a very long stream, just because I don't have all of that much to do. It's literally, I just have this little... Oh, my creaky ass hot glue gun. Yeah. It's, Oh, I've had this one for a while now. Surprisingly. Normally all my glue guns sort of die. They get filled up with their own hot glue and then die. But I think this one, I've had this one since I built Kelly, so I'm really not surprised that it's creaking like a haunted house. Oh, I'm butchering this. And I've glued my fingers to it, so it's good stuff. So this actually has like detail on it that wasn't on the model, which isn't a big deal. But it's got like this cut in here. And some little thingers down here. Oh, you're on my Twitch chat that I've got popped out next to my stream. Your username is so like fluoro green that I can't actually read the text. But hello to you too. Little annoying piece of hot glue right there. Right, next piece. My ODST helmet is all EVA foam. The visor is just made out of like a visor material that I bought from Icon Props. So none of it is like high tech or fancy at all. It's just regular EVA foam. Ow. The visor is made out of visor. I think it's like just window tint. To be honest, I don't actually know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's just window tint, like applied to thin plastic. Man, I wish you wouldn't do that. We can also do that, that's fine. just fully stabbed the wall by accident. It's okay. Alright. Let's do the little annoying bit. Outside of it. Okay. I don't use spray paint, and I avoid using it because EVA foam is pretty like flexible, and when you spray paint on there, it dries quite hard, like very hard. It's just sort of the type of paint that it is, and when you start to bend or flex any foam, which it's going to do anyway, just because of the type of material that it is, your paint is going to crack. It tends with acrylic paints, especially also when you plasti dip or seal your foam first. With acrylic paints, it sort of creases before it will crack. If you don't plasti dip, after a while it'll crease enough and your acrylic paint will start to flake off. But basically spray paint will crack instantly as soon as you start flexing it, and it's gonna flex anyway just because that's the type of material it is. Any sort of pressure to it, unless you get the really, really high density stuff, is going to bend or flex in some way. I do have an example of acrylic paint cracking off as well. This is the shin of my Halo Reach build, and you can sort of see, where is my camera? All of this is where it's worn against my shoe and it's flexed and stuff, and the acrylic paint is cracking. So spray paint will do that like a lot more aggressively, whereas acrylic paint straight on the foam will do it less aggressively. If you plasti dip it, that's not going to happen. But before my ODST, I was too poor to plasti dip, so. I also find that acrylic paint is cheaper than spray paints and aerosols. It's definitely harder to paint unless you have an airbrush, but it's cheaper. It's like $8 for a pot of paint that definitely does a full suit's worth. At least for me, I just get like a little sample pot of like house paint, and that's cheaper than like a $20 can of spray paint. The only thing that I've painted that's been spray paint is all of the silver on my Brigitte cosplay. It's literally the only thing I've ever spray painted that was a costume rather than a prop. And that was because trying to brush on silver is a nightmare. So I just plasti dipped the crap out of the base, and I'm just waiting for it to start cracking and just going terribly. But hopefully it won't, because of the type of paint that I used. It was more of a reflective particle than like a solid color. So hopefully that will be different to like a full layer of paint. So we'll see how that goes. I am currently building my SPI armor, so it could be Vader Lopus, it could not be Vader Lopus. It's just SPI armor, I guess. What time is it? 10:30. Yeah, so probably by the time that I finish this, I will be jumping straight on my Xbox and playing Apex Legends. If that's something you want to watch me play, I can go and attempt to stream. I can't promise that the quality will be any good, but I can attempt it. Is it relative to the one you posted in the Discord the other day? Or is it different? Are we talking like one up on that as well? Just like the thinnest little strand of like glue along the seam. Still my head in. I have a question though for everyone watching, and I guess also for those watching like the recording of this that gets uploaded afterwards. What would you like to see like merch wise? I do this because that just merch feels so silly and so dumb to me. Like I should not have merchandise, not at all. But like, if you were to buy say a T-shirt or like a mug or something with a design on it, what do you want to see? Like, what would you like that represents me as a cosplayer? Does that make sense? Like, I want to make stuff because I want to wear my own stuff. Like, I definitely want to wear a T-shirt with my face on it because that's so like embarrassing, and I really want to sign myself up for that public judgment. No, I think the problem with merch is I don't have like a logo or like a catchphrase or something. Like, what is my brand if you think about it? Usually, you just sit still. Thank you. I mean, the words Danielle cosplayer says says that. But I mean, that would be pretty silly to put on a shirt. I wish I had the chance to come up with like a cool props name or something. Like a proper cosplay name before everything happened. Because I was in the process of being like, right, what should I change my usernames to? When I suddenly had too many people following me that I kind of felt like I couldn't change it. Because it literally happened overnight as well. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not cool enough. Is it actually solid? My face with a glue gun and a knife. Oh, you're so right. I should remake the Halo Legendary icon, but it's just me. I'm just worried that if I change it, also because I've already won an award under that handle sort of thing, if I change it, it might sort of like make it harder to find out exactly who I am and what I've done in the past. Like if I just change my handle now, it's going to be harder to like, I don't know. Also, I think I'm just kind of stuck with it now. Like it's really grown on me. And also it's a bit of a meme because if people can't find me at a con, they'll be like, where is Danielle? Like, where am I? It's an eternal question. I don't even know where I am. I feel like I've probably told this story before, but that was my username back when I joined Instagram in like 2011 or something silly like that. Because it was supposed to be like, I would post photos of when I was camping or when I was away doing something fun, and it was like, oh, where am I? I am here today. But I used to get tagged, I don't anymore, which makes me really sad, but I used to get tagged by like this group of girls consistently. They were like American, they'd never met me before, but they had this friend called Danielle who apparently didn't hang out with them as much as they wanted, so they kept tagging, being like, where is Danielle? Why doesn't she want to hang out with us? But it was tagging my account. So funny. That's not this piece. So just cut you off, put you aside. There's like a little hot glue spider webs all over my fingers. No one ever asks, how is Danielle? You're correct. Insert that meme. You just have to say that you're fine. This is aggressively slow zoom on my face, black and white. I feel like it's Demi Lovato, but I'm not very good with celebrities. Just monologuing as I build my costume. I'm down with the memes. It's fine. I'm a very, like, uncool... How old am I? I think I'm 22. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm 22. Oh, that's a time. I'm a very uncool 22-year-old. That's what I was getting at. I was going to say 23, but that's not yet. I don't think that's yet. I could be wrong. I haven't known what age I was since I was 16. So, I mean, life's going good. Thanks for asking. I should have left my view count off as well, by the way. Because I feel like I'm actually nervous now. Because I know how many people are watching. I just like kind of... Oh, hello, spider. What are you doing? Sorry, buddy. I don't know that, like, memorizing things that make you smart is uncool. And I think any kind of knowledge is cool. My favorite thing, like, as a little kid, not my favorite thing, but, like, one of the things I did a lot, like, when I was, like, 6 or 7, Mum was always, like, super... We'd ask questions all the time, me and my younger sister, and my mum was always super, like, good about it. She didn't just go, like, oh, stop asking questions. She'd always, like, take the time to explain everything. So we used to ask more questions about how things worked and all that sort of stuff. And so when I got to, like, old enough to, like, read and write and use a computer by myself, like, I would do like I'd pick a subject and go and research about it, and then I'd write up like a little A4 thing and draw pictures of it. And there's just like one time that I was like, well, I'm gonna learn how lungs work, and I like drew lungs with like arteries and crap in it, and like wrote this one like A4 page thing about how lungs work, and I was like in kindergarten or something stupid. I probably still have it somewhere. And it's probably not as good as I'm remembering it being. Like, I still, like, to this day, love learning how things work. I'm that kind of person that like wants to ruin the magic tricks and know how they work. Like I'm that kind of person. Like I want to know how it works to the point where I'll take all the fun out of it. Like 100%. Learning is just really fun. Yeah, exams, not good. I did not do well in school. I did, but I didn't. Like, classroom learning is not really my thing, so it's just annoying. I'd rather go and learn hands-on. So like when we did science in high school, like that was great because they were like, here's like a sheep's eyeball or like something weird, go cut it up and learn how it works. But like if you put me in a classroom and like talk at me and expect me to take notes, I'm like the most restless and not great student ever. I'd rather learn by doing than take notes. I never really got into card games, but I can really respect people that like card games. Like, it's a lot of time and a lot of money to like buy and collect and own the cards, but also like to learn all the rules and to like, it's a skill. It's like maybe it's not like building a car or something like that, but it is still a skill. Like if I were to go against someone that actually knew how to play card games like Magic, I would be absolutely ruined because I don't know how to do it. Read my little bit of sandpaper. I think I like the red because it's more eye-catching. It's part of the reason I painted my Noble 6 red was because I wanted to be that obnoxious person that you saw across the room. I was gonna go yellow, but I didn't. Where's my little piece? What did I do with that? Why is this just dawned on me now? I've cut it out. I just don't know what I've done with it. Little piece, where did you go? Why have I done this? Is that... No, we tried that. We tried that one as well. Did I throw you in the bin? Oh well. It's gone forever. We'll just make another one. my new handle for his little piece. Sounds about accurate because I am always losing the little pieces. There's a lot of noises outside. If you're wondering why I'm looking around like an idiot, it's because there's a lot going on. I'm actually so close to being done this piece. Not a lot left. I'll have a look as soon as I finish building this. I'm really determined to get this finished, because I am so close. Let's just remove that as well. Make this a lot easier. It's not bad for an hour, actually. I mean, it's not a lot, but at the same time, it's nice to like finish an entire piece so quickly. So 1 hour and a half for this is probably not that bad, because it's only going to take me another 15 minutes, I think. And then I play Apex. I still think the fact that anyone wants to make any kind of art of me is really cool as well. So I mean, I don't think that's going to wear off anytime soon. And it is a really rad icon. And it is still pretty fitting. But sorry, it's just very like neat. Whereas a lot of my photos, like if I were to use a photo of myself, it comes out very dark. And it was like, it was nice, it was eye-catching, it was very neat, and I thought it was very cool. And I like the Christmas ones too. Because I was like, oh, well now I have to put all my Christmas costumes on and dig out Christmas decorations. And then you were like, surprise! And I was like, oh, I can be lazy. It's a bit hard to stop once you get going. I always get a bit carried away with like my costumes that I'm doing. I said to myself after I finished my ODST, I was like, right, I'm gonna build August and then that's it. Like, you need to chill on the Halo cosplays and do some other stuff. And here I am, behind me, right there, that stack of clothing is my Halo 3 Marine undersuit. This is my SPI costume that's half built. Haven't started August. You know, they just got a little bit carried away. I love Halo, but there's like other franchises that I want to make things from. But I just get carried away because everyone else is like, oh my god, let's do this Halo thing. And I'm like, hell yeah, I love Halo. My poor Lara Croft is all I can say. One day. Alright, so it's basically just attach this piece and fill that hole, and I'm done. Well, there's like a round the back piece, like a edging piece, but then that's it. The Rockstar ODST is still one of my favorites. Just because it was like such a stupid photo of me and you turned it into like pop art. Like I was honestly just like loopy at the arcade after playing Fireteam Raven. Because I'd been like, I drove up quite early in the morning to get there for the launch of it. And I was just like, I was tired and I was hot. And I was like excited because I had like a card with money to spend. And I was like, well, I'm not getting changed because I couldn't be bothered. So I just literally ran around this arcade at like 9 a.m. on, or it would have been lunchtime by that point. It was like lunchtime on a Wednesday in full costume, just playing all of the arcade games. Like with the helmet on and everything. Just because I was already there and already had like permission. The back of my costumes are so messy. Trying to find that little bit that I lost. I've misplaced the template for it as well, so that's good stuff. Okay. We'll just make it up. We'll just pretend we'll make it up. Okay, well, this means it's just that trim piece to go around. Here it is. It is scaled up from that, and that was deliberate because this was the wrong size, but I kept it for reference. So that sort of will go. I grab this. It sits there. So it's just this outside piece, and then I'm done, and then I'm gonna have some foods, and then play Apex Legends, because why not? So let's cut this piece out. turn this around. Alright, so that's pretty much it, minus the cleanup and the details that have to be carved into it. But that goes on there without all of that furry stuff. Like that. And there's actually some straps and stuff that have got to come out from under here. And have I missed any other little detaily bits? Not really. stuck my hand in hot glue though. Check that out. Cool. There we go, done. So, with that, I'm gonna clean up, because I've made a big mess. I'm gonna have some food, and I'm probably gonna look at how streaming from the other end of the house will work, because it's probably not gonna be the best quality in the world, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll play some Apex Legends in about an hour. If you want to join me for that, I will be doing that. Maybe, question mark. You'll see. I guess I'll post about it. If not, I will just be doing that anyway. Thank you very much for joining me and for hanging out while I built my vagina protector. In all honesty, that's mostly what it is. So what's left of the costume now to do is like the detailing. There's like little very simple straps that I have to do on the shoulder still. And then hips, butt, and legs. So I already have a plan for the shoes, but the rest of the legs are kind of woohoo. We'll find out. Thank you very much, and I will see you later. I hope the rest of your day is enjoyable, or if you've just started, well, I mean, it's all the rest of your day. Never mind. Just have a good one, and I hope I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for hanging out. Bye!